This is the simplest 1-minute scalping setup I use almost every single day. One clean setup, one entry, and moves like this happen very fast. And the reason I like this strategy so much is because it works on every single market. But most traders completely miss this setup because they are looking at too many indicators, when in reality the edge is much simpler. Once you understand this pattern on the 1-minute chart, you will start seeing this setup appear almost every day. So let me show you exactly how it works. Let's go through the rules of this strategy. You will be starting from the daily time frame and you will be identifying any area. That area could be a fair value gap, or it could be an order block. And of course, one trick that I will give you right here, right now, when you have a wick, such as in this occasion right here, you will be highlighting this wick as your order block, okay? Right here. Now, you will be waiting for price to retrace back into your range, and once price retraces back into your areas, you will be scaling down to the 1-minute time frame. And you will be trying to identify the rules that I'm gonna show you in a bit within those areas, okay? Either you find the rule here, or if this trade loses or it doesn't even play out, you will be waiting for the area down there to be tested instead, your order block area, your wick area that I showed you right here, okay? And what you will be expecting, generally speaking, you have to wait until the end of the video if you want to see all the rules and how I'm gonna apply them in the real charts. If you skip any part of this video, you will not succeed. This is guaranteed. Watch the video. You will dedicate 10-15 minutes of your life and you will become profitable. So let's go ahead now and say barely, generally speaking, what you want to see. Generally speaking, you want to see a reaction on the 1-minute time frame. You want to see a higher high being created, but you will not enter instantly. You will be waiting for yet another move to confirm this move right here. So I will explain again. Instead of going ahead and waiting for a simple grab of liquidity, and instead of entering on the first high that you create right here, instead of waiting and entering instantly, you will be waiting for another move, some liquidity to be created, and the penetration of this liquidity. But I will show you on the charts how this looks because I don't want to confuse you. The fair value gap of the 1-minute time frame is gonna play a major role here. We will have a very specific take profit and a very specific stop loss that we will be implementing. I am here on the daily time frame, and you might think from what they are teaching you on YouTube that you are in the middle of nowhere. You might be expecting those areas of liquidity to be penetrated in order for you to search for some form of trade. But if you would be in my group, or if you would have followed my mentoring, which is down in the description, both of those you can find in the description, you would have already been successful and you would know that the wicks hold very high significance. So while most people are waiting for the bottom of this wick to be penetrated and they see that as liquidity, which it is, but it's not the way that you think it is, you always expect those lows to be taken, and this is exactly why you are losing. The wicks hold very high significance. So highlighting the wick of the daily time frame is more than enough already. I will go down now to another lower time frame, and when we will approach, I will scale down to the 1-minute time frame so that I will show you the rules of this strategy. And if you want to succeed, you will wait and you will not skip anything, because there are some tricks that you need to implement and you don't want to skip any part of this video. Now, we are within this enormous area, and you might say, Chris, what are we doing here? Where will we know how to enter and when to enter? I'm gonna show you exactly. I'm gonna proceed. You will not be entering because you see a simple retracement. This is very beginner stuff to do, and you will be obliterated by the market. You will be waiting patiently, and I will show you exactly how and when to enter and how to enter. So I'm just proceeding now on the 1 minute time frame within the daily area, the daily wick that I have identified. Okay, so let's proceed even more. We see some price exhaustion, but it doesn't mean anything, of course, yet. So I proceed still on the 1 minute time frame. Now, one of the major mistakes that most people do, because they are being taught like that, they see this area right here now, this FVG of the 1 minute time frame, and they think in this occasion that yes, that's it, we should be going and we should be entering right here. You will not be doing that, as I showed you. You will be waiting for this first retracement to happen, as I showed you, and then you will be waiting for another penetration or just for another high to be created, and then you will enter and you will see what I mean. Let me zoom out a little bit more and I will proceed. Right here, you are doing nothing yet, nothing. You are not entering with fear of missing out, you are just waiting, and off you go. You instantly see that all of those people are being taken out. This is a grab of liquidity. Now, very important stuff. Now we have our first leg being created, our second leg, excuse me, and now we are ready to start and identify our strategy, our rules, the rules of the strategy. What you will be waiting for. Now that we saw this grab of liquidity happening on the 1 minute time frame, you will be going ahead and you will be identifying a fair value gap and a proper low. Now, why is this thing right here, this area, a proper low on the 1 minute time frame? On any time frame, but here we are on the 1 minute, because this low is lower than the low of the candlestick to its left, and it is also lower than the low of the candlestick to its right, as you can see over there. So this becomes a proper point of liquidity. And those are things that no one else is teaching you and that I'm teaching in the mentoring and also in the Discord. I have a ton of lessons. You can go ahead, private videos, of course, you can go ahead and join by clicking on the link that I have down in the description, and you can implement those strategies on the best prop firms that I'm advertising, best futures prop firms. By using code ChrisFX, you are getting the highest discounts in the market, unmatched discounts. So you had a fair value gap exactly right here, and you created a low, a proper low, as I explained. So now you have this part remaining of this fair value gap, this part is remaining, and what you will be doing, you will be placing a pending order. The pending order will be going right here with the stop loss. I will tell you, wait for the stop loss, I'm not gonna tell you yet. So your pending order is gonna be going right there, and you will be targeting at least a 3-to-1 reward to risk. So let's wait to see where the stop loss goes. This is a very important thing. Do not skip the video. The stop loss is not there yet. It is not going here. Many of you don't know where to place the stop loss. And at this point, I'm gonna proceed. A little bit, okay, and now I'm gonna take my trade and then I'm gonna tell you where to place your stop loss. So let's take this trade together. as we are, let's wait to get activated into the trade, and once we get activated, I will show you we are in the trade where to place your stop loss. Now, your stop loss, it's not gonna be going below this fair value gap, nor it's gonna go below this low because it is a very wide stop loss. It will be going below the low of candlestick number 2 out of the 3 that created the fair value gap. And I will make it beginner friendly as well, and I'm gonna explain what I mean by that. I mean that we had created this fair value gap. If I zoom in, you will see that we had created this fair value gap right here. Okay, now this fair value gap that we created, it was created out of 3 candlesticks, namely candlestick number 1, candlestick number 2, this one, and candlestick number 3, this one right here. They left this gap over here. So candlestick number 2 is this huge candlestick that I highlight right now, and its low is right there. A little bit below the low, you will be placing your stop loss, and you will be targeting a 3-to-1 reward to risk. Okay, don't leave yet because you're gonna be missing on the execution of the trades, and then you will try to implement this, you will lose, and you will not know why you lost, and you will blame the video while in fact it is you to blame because you haven't watched the video. Okay, and here we are, we proceed. You will see how important the stop loss is when it goes all the way down there. Okay, and of course you can extend this thing to the right and wait for your take profit to be hit. We are risking 1,770 in order to make 5,370, and off it goes without even tapping on the stop loss. That's very important. Okay, watch the trade as it happens. You will not be closing anything. Let it come back. If it is to come back, just let it come back and let it go ahead and hit your target, guys. Okay, let it go ahead and hit the target. Do not touch the trade at all. You need to follow the rules as I'm teaching them right here on this YouTube video. So here we go, we win this beautiful trade. Now, there is a second trade that would be taken right here, which of course I will show you in retrospect. I will go back. You would be entering both of those trades, by the way. Now, here comes the secret that if you stayed until here, I'm gonna give it to you right now. Otherwise, you will be going ahead and you will be asking in the comment section, Chris, which FEG am I gonna be using in case that there are multiple FEGs? And I'm gonna tell you to go ahead and rewatch the video. I'm not gonna answer the question in the comments. Those videos take a lot of time for me to make, and you have to appreciate them and watch the whole video. So forgetting about this trade right now, leave this trade, we have won this trade. I will show you now what to do. We have a second leg right here, a third leg, okay? We took this trade right here, and then we created another leg. And we have 2 fair value gaps. We have one fair value gap here, and we do have one fair value gap here. Chris, how am I gonna know which fair value gap out of those two to trade? Which one is gonna hold? And I'm gonna give you the secret if you hold on. You are not taking the trade here. There you go. Okay, nice. Again, in this occasion that you have 2 fair value gaps, the 2 fair value gaps are still there. You are not doing anything until a proper low is being created. And let's see if we created a proper low. Okay, let's do that. There is a low that has been created, and it is this low exactly right here. So once the low is created on this leg, so you have the leg and you wait for some form of low to be created, and once it is created, then you highlight it. Okay, it is a proper low, so a proper point of liquidity on the 1 minute time frame, because it is lower than the low of the candlestick to its left, lower than the low of the candlestick to its right. So in this occasion, what you're gonna be doing, once you have identified this rule, this is the part that you are missing out, and if you haven't watched the video until here, you did miss out on this simple trick. You will not be using the higher fair value gaps, in this occasion the higher, you will only be using the bottom ones, okay? Sometimes, in some occasions, this will lead you to miss on some opportunities that they're gonna come back and go, but you wanna play it safe rather than being sorry. So you have your liquidity, you have two fair value gaps, you go ahead and you choose the bottom fair value gap, the one that is closest to the base, and you are placing your stop loss below the low of candlestick number 2 out of the 3 that created the fair value gap. What is candlestick number 2 out of the 3 that created this fair value gap? We have candlestick number 1 here, guys. Candlestick number 2 here, candlestick number 3 here. This is then candlestick number 2, this large candlestick, and its low is this low right there as I'm highlighting it. So you place the stop loss a little bit below its low, you enter with a limit order, a buy limit order, and you target how much? A 3-to-1 reward to risk. Okay, a full 3-to-1 reward to risk, and you are not touching the trade at all. Let's see. We are activated in the trade. Always use a stop loss. You are placing a stop loss right there, and a take profit at 3-to-1 reward to risk, as you see it right there. Okay, so we are pretty much risking 2,200 in order to make $7,000, and you let the trade play out. You let the trade run, and you are not touching the trade at all. And I'm taking those trades and trades right at the open, and trades with my premium breaker block strategy that nobody else knows, of course, only the members of my community. We are taking those trades every single day. Easy peasy for us. So go ahead and join the Discord or the mentoring if you want to stop guessing and if you want to stop searching for those internet gurus that they are not teaching you anything, okay? Even those strategies that I'm having right here are better than 99% of the courses that people are selling out there, okay? Let's go ahead and proceed with the trade, and here we go ahead and we win the trade. Simple as that, okay? So to recap what you're doing, you are going on the daily time frame. Okay, we have the daily time frame. You are trying to find a fair value gap or an order block, and I also explained that a wick plays the part of the order block, and it is way stronger than your typical order block. Okay, it is actually an order block on another time frame, especially the wick holds high significance. When price goes back to either your FVG or your order block, you are waiting for a move that creates a high and then a further move, okay, another move, a further move, which either takes this low or it just doesn't take the low, and you are identifying a low and below it an FVG, the bottom FVG, and you are entering. Of course, go ahead and rewatch the video. I'm not gonna explain again. I have explained everything properly already. Before you go, watch this beautiful segment that I have for you right here on how to become profitable once and for all. The link to my mentoring is below in the description. If you are not there yet, start inside the Discord. Link also in the description. But stop staying in the middle.